how we are pre-programmed to enter this world. When we are born, we receive blueprints from both of our parents, the male and female chromosomes. What is carried within that is every memory that they themselves have or hold, every joy, every fear, everything is already within them, is part of them. And it becomes possible to become part of us. More so, I look at it like when you're born, you carry with you the fears that both of your parents may have had in many lifetimes. Now, this subject may toggle all over, but it's going to stay on one main point. So not like too much, but anyway, when you're born into this world as you take on the physical, biological aspect of both your sets of parents, right? You become the flower of life. When you look at what the flower of life is a representation of the cell creation, the beginning point of what you look like in the womb upon your creation. Okay, and things like that we know in life of within certain vibrations and certain dimensions, if you will, such as dis-ease, illnesses, cancers, things like that, going to health issues and stuff like that. All of those things are carried on through you to your parents. Now, this does not mean that you have to allow them to be true for you or even come about for you. You get to decide if you want to flip that switch on or off, right? As with everything, every aspect, as well as we carry those traits from our physical parents and what they've experienced, as well as we carry within us the multidimensional aspects of everything, of all the past selves we have had. So we carry many aspects from other lifetimes within us. Those of us that are not new souls. And we're going to get into what are new souls in a bit. But as for those of us that are not new souls, we carry within us what we've done in the past. What experiences we have had. Again, the same thing applies. It's what we determine, what we decide to tap into, what switch we decide to turn on, what part of that we decide we want to allow to come forth for us, and there doesn't have to be one particular part. There can be many, many parts because we have experienced all things. This is nothing new. This is, it's another way of kind of looking through the veil, lifting the veil, is your predispositions, attributes stem from birth. This is why there's such a movement now to not label so much upon birth, and there's many mixed opinions about it. I'm not going to get into the debate on it, but just the fact that it exists alone states that we are entering that phase of realization point of that is an attempt to break free of the predisposition program we have faced up until now, or up until what is quote to come, I guess. And so when you begin to remove the labels, of just things in general that we, male and female, what defines masculine and what defines feminine energies, are being totally rewritten and being looked at in a whole new way. It's the system collapse, the old system, and it is wonderful, yet confusion to some time. How we come to be, how we grow up, how we, grow into our future selves, is all determined upon what we learn from birth, what we experience, what is true for us, what our parents influence before we even talk, before we even enter into, before as we are born, we are influenced from the outside world. As for the new souls, I've heard this term from a few here and there. And basically, there are new souls, and I'm not saying this is true or not true, but there are completely new souls, which means slate clean souls, no predisposition karma, no, or no like past lives, nothing like that, like a completely new. And the question is, where do these new souls come from? I guess if we're all, and I look at it like this, if we're all, infinite and connected, our selves are connected to each other. Part of ourselves are connected. Everything is connected. Everything, when it breaks down to it, is frequencies, vibrations, atomic particles that exist as this three-dimensional world that we see, feel, that our five senses experience. We know of our five senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And these are what hold us to the third-dimensional world, right? Just that the fact that we know everything is... We learned this back in science class. Many of us learned in science class what is everything. When you break it down to it, it's atomic particles. When you look at science, it's science's way of explaining things. But, science only goes so far. Not going to get into that either. But, but science can only go so far in the explanations of things. And so when it breaks down to it, these new souls, if everything that exists already, basically when you break down to it, is all energy, where does this new energy come from? Where does this, how is a new soul formed, I guess? How is it not part of something that's already was, or how does it not have any connection to it or any type of memory? So I'm going to end with that on, my thoughts on that for now, and we'll explain more in articles and such as the time comes. This is what the information is for now as I think of it, where I'm at with it right now, and how I want to share it with everyone. And so there it is. Alright, and if you would like to book a personal session with me, you can do so at reaching me at any of the following links. Until then, echo your sounds. Peace out.